Weight loss struggles are not an uncommon problem. A lot of people have problems with losing weight. They struggle to lose weight for various reasons, and they want to know why. They come in seeking help to figure out what it could be: hormonal imbalance, thyroid, diet, this thing, that thing. So, what I wanted to do today is show you an algorithm that I came up with to sort of give you a better idea of what could be going on, because it's typically not one thing, it's multiple things. And so you try part of the solution, doesn't work, give up, go to the next thing, doesn't work, give up. So you need to think about how everything kind of syncs together. And so this algorithm kind of puts it all on one map. I mean, of course, there may be other things that aren't considered here, but it gives you a good overview of the things you should be considering when you're having weight loss struggles, when you plateau, you're just not reaching your goal, to get the weight off and keep it off. So this is kind of a brief overview of it. And as I go through that, I'm kind of explaining how all those puzzle pieces fit together. Okay, so weight loss. What do we need to think about? First thing most people typically do is they reduce calories and increase exercise. So reduce calories, increase exercise. So if this works, I'm just gonna make a little positive sign here, and you're gonna continue that. If it doesn't work, then you need to look at what other things could be going on. So typically you might want to look at changing your macronutrients. So if this works, then great. Macronutrients meaning like carbs, protein, fat. So if that works, you can continue with that. And you may need to go back up, hence the dotted line, and then reduce your calories again too if you reach a plateau. Now the next thing is, if it doesn't work, would be to look at hormonal imbalance. So again, if this works, great. You might want to continue with whatever kind of treatment you did for that, but you may also need to go back and look at your macronutrients and reducing calories. So if that doesn't work, then the next thing I would do is look at inflammation and digestive problems. Now, this can be, a lot of different sources for inflammation, but you need to look at what some of those sources might be, try to resolve them. And then again, you still need to go back, and if you didn't look at hormones, look at hormones, but also make sure you change your macronutrients, change your calories at some point along the way, if you're not reaching your desired goal with just those main adjustments that you do. So some things to think about, in terms of hormones would be checking insulin, checking thyroid. These are the main types of hormones. And of course, cortisol comes in there with thyroid. Some things related to inflammation. Typically, you think about digestive things, could also be toxic overload, uh, um, mold in your house, or some sort of allergen to food or environmental allergens. Sometimes there's genetic things related to histamine problems. And then there's also leaky gut and other autoimmune uh, sources of inflammation. So basically, you want to allow the cell to operate at its most efficient capacity to produce energy. And that's what, finding these sources does, is you remove those sources, and the cells and tissues in your body are able to operate at the most efficient function possible.